Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Floor plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and today I wanted to discuss joist hangers for floor openings. So what I've gone ahead and done is created this here floor for us to work with for the sake of time, and gone ahead and created also an opening within that floor. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the floor sheathing real quick just so we can have a better look at what's going on with these joists and headers. So you can see right here I have a double ply joist with a couple hangers here on that double ply header, and then I've also got some hangers also coming off of these other two single ply trimmers, I guess, connecting to that header. So let's go ahead. I'm going to reset this opening, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how to set these hangers up here in this opening. So to start with, we'll just go ahead and click edit and mouse over this. And so basically what this reset all headers thing is all about is all of these values here listed in the opening header options will be applied to each header for this entire opening. So we'll click the reset all headers, and then we hit update here. And give it a second. And there you go. So now you can see that the double ply has gone away. All the header or joist hangers, have disappeared. So we basically just got kind of the default settings that you're going to have when you first create this opening. And that's kind of what we want to start with. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit this now. But before we do that, I'm going to measure this. Actually, let's use a tape measure tool. And I want to measure the distance so I can see that that is 5 and 5/8, and then also here coming this way, I think it's the same distance actually. Yes, 5 and 5/8. So we need to extend that header. That's header number 6. So the way I drew this is I have the first header right here, this long one, and then it wraps around counterclockwise. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 headers, and so this is our 6th header here. So we're gonna start with this one and edit it. So we'll go ahead and edit. And then we're going to go to edge 6 and open this edge up. And then first things first, I am going to change this to a double ply header. And I'm also going to extend the start right here real quick. Let's see, what is that? Sorry, my numbers are wrong. And I'm also going to change this header width to 1 3/4. Okay, so there we go. That should do us. Let's change that to LVL too while we're at it, just for interest sake. So go ahead and update that and hit update there again. Okay, so now we can see we've got our double LVL header, and yeah. So now let's go ahead and we've got the geometry we want. Now let's go ahead and add the hangers. Okay. So I've kind of figured out which hangers I want to use, but as you can tell, the list is rather large. So let's go ahead and start with header 6, and we'll go there. And of course, the hanger will be the same for both sides, both ends, right? So the start hanger and the end hanger will be exactly the same. So as you can see, we've got a lot of hangers here. I'm going to use this ITS 35. I think that's our guy right there. Yeah. So yeah, the list is rather large. So you just got to be familiar with what all these numbers mean. And basically, they're all Simpson strong die hangers. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply that there. And I'm going to hit update. Okay, so there's our kind of our top hanger. Top bearing hanger for both sides for that LVL. Now let's go ahead and talk about the hangers now coming from these other trimmers here, right? So like I said, this one here, the long one here is number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and number 1, and I'm going to hit edge 1, configure edge. Okay, so basically this is just a 1.5 inch LSL. So it's basically like a piece of lumber really. So I'm just going to use a typical, and now again with the start and the end, the start, so when you're looking at the outside of the rim, right, basically the outside of the perimeter, the start of each header will always be to your left. So we want to basically put the hanger on the start. I mean, if we were fully to configure this, we'd be putting ones over here too, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to work on this one this one header on this end. So let's talk about the start hanger here, and I'm going to go ahead and just throw in probably an LUS 210. Yeah, that should do us. And then I'm going to hit that, and then I'm going to update that. And you can see now we've got, if we zoom back in here, we can see that we've got this hanger here, and that looks good. And then this guy here is, if we wrap around, that's number 5. Now, you got to remember, you got to look at it from the outside. So basically, we have no hanger on the start, but we do have a hanger at the end, right? So number 5. And once you kind of, do this a couple times, wrap your head around it, it's not too hard to understand what these start and ends are. But at first, you may have to kind of play with it a little bit. So end hanger here, let's go with just the LUS. Actually, let's go, 210 is fine. And then hit update there, and then update again. And give it a second, and there she is. All right, so there we go. So there's a hanger there coming on that one, and then a hanger coming off of this trimmer. And then, of course, off of this double ply header, we've got a hanger on both ends tapping into those eye joists. All right, and then, of course, if a guy wanted to, you go ahead and essentially repeat that process all the way around on this opening. You extend these headers over here, number 2 and number 3. And number 2, of course, extends on both sides. And then you probably want to put a joist hanger on both ends of that, and then a joist hanger on number 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, of course, number 3 here, you're going to have a joist hanger probably coming off this trimmer here onto both of the ends of this hanger, or onto both header 1 or header 2 and 4. Sorry, yeah, lots a lot of numbers going on here, a lot to mix up. So, anyways, I think that's basically it. But just want to show you guys that the joist hangers are now functional. I may need to add in a few more. I've been actually looking through the Simpson catalog, and I realize I still have some that are missing. So there's always more to do there. But I think we've got, I don't know, there's probably literally like 90 or 100 hangers that are available at your disposal within the built-in library. All right, guys, if you have any questions on this, let me know. If you have any suggestions, just one word of caution, though. Right now, the header library is only, it only has regular orthogonal headers, or not headers, joist hangers. And so therefore, if you have non-orthogonal openings, then the hangers are probably not going to work for you. They're basically, kind of right now, we just have it set up for our orthogonal openings like this. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.